By the way, before I even say anything, sinawa kwekuwa perfume. Kamaroku choosing which one. Can they tell? Let me bring Musoga. How many? They bring about 4. We choose. You let me bring about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Then let's see what my fans would recommend for just this afternoon. Let me bring it. Soga.
Yes, Papa.
Yeah, let's see out of this. Let's see out of this what my fans. Let's see out of this what my fans will recommend for this afternoon, because it's a night to appreciate my good fans. Sorry, this flew out. And put it back. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah. And by the way, one time I saw Apas, not once or twice. He's always talking about perfumes. I don't know if Apas is watching. Maybe I should call him. I should call Apas. Apas needs to know that they are kings of these things. I know he likes smelling nice. Ata ino kubanga yakopanze Apas oyo. Let me see if he's on. So, guys, I've got the HAL 10. Okay. I've got those who know what that means. Okay. Of course, there's a Chanel, and these are for my afternoons. These are not for the nights. And I've got, of course, the Savage. So I'm trying to call Apas here. Apas.
Hello.
Hello, can I speak to Apas?
Hello.
Hello, is this Apas's number? Did I call him?
You called wrong number, please?
I called wrong number.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me try to call another one. What happened here? Why do I have a wrong number of Apas in my phone? I should be having the right number. What do I have? The wrong number. What is this number doing in my phone? Or did I put an A? Let me see. I think I called his old number. Apas. Oh, Manyin, sorry, before you say anything, I'm on my live. I'm on TikTok live. Yeah, so yes, so. Now I think you had an old number that I kept and you changed, so I saved the new one as new. Katinsose kuberi and the lady received it. Otherwise, how were you?
Okay.
That's great. Kakati mbadde ntandika live yange ne alero just like in the last 5 minutes or 10, I'm going to appreciate people who have been definitely working with me on this album, pushing, and you know, most especially now to appreciate the fans that have gotten on the challenge to now, you know, create challenges and, you know, sell the songs and stuff like that. Naye ntandikidde waka naye mbadde sinnafuluma nenzijukira nti nina okwekubayo akawoowo kati nembuuza Musoga kambuleeta obuwoowo bwange abantu bakole ki tuchuzinge bafans bayinza okuŋŋamba awo nti, you know, for this afternoon nina for this afternoon yambala eno because definitely I'm going to meet a fan. I'm also going to pick up a fan who has really taken it to herself to push, to do challenges for the album. Kati, I'm going to, I will definitely, I want to do different things for, you know, these different fans who do, you know, good stuff, you know, who know the importance of pushing such a project. Tomayi tugenda netkola projects zino abantu nga tebamanyi how far you dig deep in there to do what? Sebo toganya bintu byawo to create and, you know, to sente zotekamu obudde, the people, the fights here and there. So kibera kirungi, like when you see people come up and appreciate the good side of the works, and to also okulaba nti we have to teach our Ugandans to stop focusing on the negative all the time. Never go focusing. Yes. Tuyina ekizibu ffe nga Uganda obuteyagaliza. It has been like that for a very long time, but I don't know why people don't learn from it. Olaba when mbadde nkola album eyo for the last 1.5 to 2 years, the challenge that I had put on myself was, kale, can I do something to one? Can I do an album so that one, it can redirect the direction of music? Kubanga bafans babeerawo epasi ne batubuuza, why are you only doing music that only, you know, appeals locally? Obukitegeera, why are you doing music? Lwaki temukola nga ne baku example y'aba Nigeria, ne baku example y'omu Tanzania, ne bakuwa ki? Then you sit back and say, naye ddala these people know how expensive it is to do these projects that those people do. Oba n'obuuza n'ogamba nti do they know nti no abayimbi abo balina abantu ababeeberako emabega ne bateekamu ssente? Okitegeera? So nze neŋŋamba, you know what, can taking one step, let me kanziteekemu, kubanga the biggest issue here is money. Neŋŋamba kanziteekemu tulabe oba tusobola kufuna product eyo. Kati bwe nfuna product eyo, God willingly, alhamdulillah, the product came out well. Obukitegeera. So product bweba evuddeyo nga nnungi, what is the next question to the audience, to the 45 to 50 million Ugandan people who have been asking those other questions? Why do you artists don't do this? Why you artists don't do? What is the next step? Kati nze nalisuubidde nti no next step yalibadde nti the Ugandans will go behind the project if it is good. So the first question is Ugandans to ask, is the project good? Is it worth it? Is it ekoleddwa ku level yeeyo, ekoleddwa bulungi? Nti yes. Are the songs nice? Nti yes. So the next step is, what is the Uganda, what can they do to involve themselves in it so that they can create an environment for that project to do what? For that project to excel, to work. Obokitegeera. Kakati recently nali wano mba mpita ku TikTok nendaba omuvubuka yani proper
James Proper.
Yeah.
Nayogera. First of all, I was very irritated by the fact nti agenda podcast ey'omuntu ali very local gotasuubira kumanya kintu kyonna kikwatagana na step eno gye natandise naye nagaya nti let me take it kubanga jjukira nti nno bino ebintu bye tukola abantu abasinga tebamanyi nti biri mu steps. Okay?
Yeah.
Kati omuntu waliwo abantu bose okumanya nti ono ajja kubuuza ebintu ebikwatagana ku music ebitali sentimental. Kati ng'omuntu ali professional kubanga oyo omwami oyo proper twava dda naye ng'ali mu music agezaako okugatta wano ne wali kino ne kiri. So I think at the back of my mind nali mumanyi nti y'omu ku bantu abali knowledgeable.
Yeah.
I actually made calls to him namukubirako essimu 3 phone calls before releasing the album. Nga nebyenjogerako biri about how best I can promote the album. Kyanshuukinze nnyo okulaba nti omulenzi ono yavuddeyo n'agenda akola ka podcast okulimirira album okwefuula nti ye amanyi ennyo kye nnina okukola naye nga jjukira nalina phone calls 3 naye 2 weeks before the release, meaning tino yali batagamba Bebe kola boti ne boti kino mwakinvolvinze. Okay, nakwata esimu ne mukubira ne njogera naye proper nga proper singa abana Uganda muyiga okulaba ekintu ekirungi ne mukyegattako bwegasi okusinga always okulaba ekintu ekirungi ne mukiwataringa down lwansonga nti probably jabadde takola interviews naye releasing Break the Chains has given him an opportunity kati okwapiaringa places and do interviews to talk about music. Otherwise proper ali mu office oba ya ekwatagana na Spotify. The Spotify oba yes, an agent of Spotify. You don't have on your fingers a single ntunze artist X mu Uganda ku Spotify nafuna views. Kubanga ne bwayogera ku Joshua Baraka is signed under a record that is working internationally. So it is not his credit that Joshua is getting those views or the kakati nengamba naye omwami ono lwaki akola ekyo nga titwali tuogera recently. Bubumanyi nti this is what I'm supposed to do. Kati product ogiwulidde it has been released. Kati gwebera hapo gambe what are the positives on this product? Okay, and how can I help? Why do you go around trying to tell people how Bebe tajja kusobola kukola bwati? There's even a question I had ngabuuza nagamba lwaki Bebe kulu ali wano ngate album yagikolera bweru nti yali badali London yali badali South Africa gamba I am very sorry to start with him on this live, though I appreciate it's supposed to be an appreciation live, but I want to just send a message clearly to the people of Uganda. Muino kuyiga mulabe ensi yaffe. Our country is a very good country. Singa tufokasinga ku birungi ne twerabira ebibi ne tubiteke bali ne tubikolerako undercover kuba teri kintu teri muntu atayina kacyamu. Abaganda bagamba teri mulungi omulungi tabulako kamogo. Okay, naye abalungi abo kyolaba obumogo bwawe babukweka nezwena alina akamogo naye akakweka. Uganda ina obumogo naye tusaana tudiringe nabo under the table. So bulaba nga Bebe alese album ennungi nga nawe kenyini oja appreciate nze. Let me tell you this, you know that Davido released an album.
Yeah.
Wizkid released an album. Ndozane Bana released an album. How many songs have reached out? Usually when they release, you get songs coming here because Ugandans are good at pulling music from everywhere in the world, okay, but their own. And I don't blame them because they were saying our quality was not good. 2, they were saying that we weren't doing the trending music, Afro beats, Afro pop, house and stuff like that. So if I go down and do such an album and then I release it, and then first of all I want to say I haven't seen negative of anyone saying that the music is bad, or everyone at least has 3, 4, or 5 songs option on that album.
Yeah.
Today as we
That they
speak.
like.
And remember when you came to listen to the album in studio, you actually said you chose how many? Was it 5 or 6?
I chose 5 songs.
5
I
songs.
think I chose 5 songs.
Yes. So my question goes, ngamba lwaki abantu baffe tebayiga okujja ne babuukira ekintu ekirungi ne bakisudya, kubanga this album now doesn't belong to me, now it belongs to the country, because that's what we didn't have prior. I'm not underplaying any artist, I'm not doing anything, but at least on that side we didn't have that kind of album professionally done, obabichi written, working with all the big shots ngabola. So I was surprised to see this gentleman clearly, instead of focusing on the good on the album, not even mentioning a single title of the song in his interview, or any of the songs that this is what I want, I think this came out very nice, not even appreciating the local producers who did their work here, but rather kati agamba ina bilioni. Really, that shows you omutima ogw'abantu, emitima ejekko. And that's what I want to beat in this industry, because very soon I want to be part of the industry. Ne industry wegena maso n'emitima ejekko nga nakatono olaba lwaki epasinze nkola Bebe ku list. I can choose to keep quiet, okay? Naye nga Bebe, I know that my opinion is important for the young artists or the industry in the country. Nti bwenvayo nempointinga olugalo ku kintu, millions and millions of Ugandans and beyond Uganda will kind of pay attention to it, which helps so many artists. So nze nalirowoozezza nti the positives are what we should focus on.
That's true. But you show your get, like in my view, I totally understand. And Chidi weird. If I'm reminded, the songs I like the most, I think Yewunyisiza #1.
Yes.
Home Wanyocha did a home is the first one.
Yes.
#2.
Yes.
Yali #3. Motivation yali #4. There was a circumference yali #5 in the songs I picked.
Yes.
There's a hymn of the Nalonda. I see problems between but it's over to public in-law, over club in a barrel. The club where they get that of a barrel and you are ready to see I feel like we have to do something because it's already done.
Exactly. Yes.
You're not part of something. Could be part of it of supporting it because you are not there in the beginning.
Yes.
So all about the very soul apart by being able to touch and why? Because the album is done. It's already done. It sounds good. We have to just push it. We have to just push it. If there is anything to do, it will be on the next project. Why don't we focus on this project?
Chetuyinawo okitegeera, but anyway sagala kumalira nnyo budde but kakati naye perfumes zino zenina, nina Savage, nina Jean Paul, nina Halten, nina Blue Chanel, nina ne
myself.
Ani?
Myself.
Nina myself Saint Laurent. So yes, kakati mbadde njagala onondereko emu gye mba neekuba wano leero mpunye bulungi kuba ngenda ku lunch ne Zwena ne Fani omu.
Yeah,
green, yes.
akabi but waliwo endala gyolina okufuna bagiyita altair naye erimu sele yemu but it's more like it's more fresh neyo alten yakabi it's actually on my wish list ku perfumes enjagala.
Kati kiwedde kati eno alten nze ngenda okugikugulira. Actually nze nja kuleetera eri gy'ogaanye nti erina beta. Kati alten gye ngenda okumakinga sure nti ofuna as soon as ate sigenda kugitumya nja gyegulira nze kenyini ngireete. Kale, otherwise thank you so much. Kantandike ogwange. Okay. Kale, bro. Okay. So APAS has made me a decision, so I used the Alten, and now I'm going to go to meet this young lady. She's done a very good job, and I felt I should have lunch with her, with my wife. So let's stay live. Let me take this back.
Okay.
Bro. Hold on, tugende. Ogenda kutuula nange. Ogenda kutuula awo. Okay. I have Mama's shoes in the car. So basically, what we are going to do today is something very simple. It is an appreciation lunch. So I want to take one fan who really proved that she appreciated the album and push the album all the way. Definitely I don't want to say her name. Let's keep it as a surprise. In the next few minutes we are going to be able to meet her, and we go. And also I don't want to say the place where we're going to have the lunch, but you'll definitely see the place. First, about the album, of course, if you've just joined, I want to appreciate every person who has gone out there. And if you haven't listened to Break the Chains album, it is very important that you listen to this album. This album has so much. It has so much depth in it. It has so many people worked on this album. It was done, the work took about 1.5 to 2 years. But why do I have to insist on talking about Break the Chains? As human beings, we definitely have that time or that moment when during your growth, you feel there's nothing new happening in your life. Let me pick Mr. Jenkins here. Mwami Mukasa.
Yes, sir.
Onkubidde nga ndi live ku TikTok era bakuwulira.
Batumidde ko kankule koso okakalabi.
Kale. Butereevu webale nnyo. Kale. So, break the chains. First of all, I would have wanted people to discuss the title. First of all, the title, Break the Chains. Why break the chains? Okay? It's because every single individual on this planet Earth gets to a moment when they feel tied in one place. It might be business-wise, it might be relationship-wise, it might be there's a lot of things that even you who's watching today or feeling that you feel like as if you're in one place, you're not moving. Okay? Waliwo abantu nga basomye nnyo naye ng'okusoma kwabwe tekukyusizza ku bulamu bwabwe. Waliwo abantu nga bagezi nnyo naye ng'obugezi bwabwe tebukyusizza ku bulamu bwabwe. Waliwo abantu nga balina ssente nnyingi nnyo naye nga ssente ze nnyingi tezikyusizza bulamu bwabwe. Just by able to base na china sent. So, in the essence of choosing the title "Break the Chains," remember I had done music for a very long time, and even if I was to come up with a hit song, the way I came up with the likes of "Love You Every Day," the way I came up with the wires and stuff like that, I was still getting the same result. It was the same type of fans that were happy that Bebe has a new hit single. I wasn't feeling any bigger growth. Also limited to, if not the border, to East Africa. Okay? So somehow, I kept on doing the same thing over and over, and I expected a different result, which is totally wrong. Nasigala nkola ekintu kyekimu buli lunaku ate nga bwe nsuubira answer different. Ng'ogatta 1 plus 1 equals 2, but oyagala ekuwe 4. 1 plus 1 mu mutwe gwo kimanyi eri 2 naye gwe oyagala answer ebeere 4, which was wrong. So the discussion of Break the Chains is meant to be appealing to every person at a certain time in life. If you need a different result and a better result, not just a different but a better different result, you need to do things differently. You need to break that chain, get out of the comfort zone. So that was the first analysis that I would have expected, critics to, look through. For fans, definitely I don't have a problem, because sometimes fans take long to understand why the artists do the things they do, or choose the titles of the songs, or the artists choose the titles of the album. So now this is one of the main reasons. Every person at a certain time needs to break that chain. So for me, it was one, music. So you can hear, if you haven't heard my album Break the Chains, please go out there, stream it on Spotify, on Amazon, on every other platform right now online. The music is there. Break the Chains. Just listen, be critical. For the first time, don't listen because you like or you don't like. Listen and be critical. Only before you even listen, look at the title, the names of the titles of the songs. And when you look at them, please listen deeply to each song. Music is not just about the beats, the drums. Sometimes music is message. Okay? Some of those songs that I did will reflect in your minds later and slowly. But it is good when we start together as human beings on such an album, or as Ugandans, and note the most important strong points of that album. Yes, it has its weak points, like some people have been telling me, oh, you didn't put any Luganda, you didn't put anything. But an album about the Luganda issue, an album is a body of works that doesn't stop from its beginning. I can wake up in the morning and remix a song or two with a big artist And then that's when I can involve a Uganda statement or 2 or 3. All those things have been prepared with time. So that's why I was very, very, you know, agitated by critics who went negative. Actually, we didn't get critics going negative, but just this individual who I expected. Actually, my expectation from this individual was highly rating. I expected him to go technical on the product. Now, after going technical on the product, then you join the team to promote the album because you're knowledgeable. You get it? So, Break the Chains album can impact on every individual. That's why I am very ready to, you know, push it. And secondly, there's something I want to also talk about. When an album is done, people do have a marketing plan. Every single artist in the world has a different way they make it globally. They can never make it the same way. You've seen some artists whose songs have just become hit songs because they're played on radio. You've seen some artists whose songs have just become big because they are big on TikTok. You've seen some artists whose songs have been sung by footballers in the dressing rooms and those songs have become big. You've seen songs like, I remember Davido's, one of his songs that wasn't working so well, but I think Prince Charles mentioned it somewhere. Or was it Prince Charles? Was it the former? Yeah, I think it's the King of England mentioned that song somewhere, and the song became so big. So don't stick your mindset in one place. Allow, you know, today's world is disruptive. Immediately, let me call them. Yeah, well, you'll follow them. Yeah? They know the place. You know, today's world is disruptive, and it's in its being disruptive. There's a billion ways anybody can do the same thing. Different people can do the same thing 1 billion ways. You get it? So we should have an open mindset about everything. So if playing the song on radio made a hit song those days, yourselves, you can see that today TikTok is making hit songs. You get it? So that means that the world is open. There's so many routes through which someone can go. So that's something that I wanted to also send to anybody who was criticizing the marketing strategy, or who are, and also I want to ask, to request, please don't criticize anymore. Join the bandwagon. Join the bandwagon of Break the Chains. Let Uganda get an album on the global market. I've seen companies here, I've seen corporate companies, I won't mention names. I've seen corporate companies working with musicians. I don't want to mention names, but the level at which you are working with musicians was a level down there, and we really appreciate. But where are you right now after an artist has a product that can go global? Surely some of these corporate companies are using the music there. I'll give an example, like telecom companies, okay? Telecom companies, they benefit from ringback tones. Now, here is an artist with a very nice album with over 8 big songs that can go global. You just imagine if 1 or 2 or 3 of those songs went global. The ringback tones will pay that telecom company globally. Because before the question would have been, is there a product? But now the answer is there. Yes, the product is there. Because you know, sometimes it's good to okay, I don't want to be so I don't want to sound radical, but I'm just giving ideas of how countries develop, how how people should work together. You get it? How products can be, because this album it would be a shame if one day this album is recognized internationally, and that's when Ugandans can come up, or that's when corporate companies can come up and join the bandwagon and say, oh, congratulations, Bebe. That's wrong. That's very wrong. What you should do right now, and what I'm advocating for, is join Bebe now, join Break the Chains now. Let's push it. Whoever has an opportunity, or whoever has a platform, or whoever has an idea that can uplift, or that can add on to the album, this is the right time. Remember, I have said that before there was a question. The question was, what product? Now the product is in place. So I want to encourage all Ugandans, I want to encourage all Kenyans, I want to encourage all Tanzanians, I want to encourage all Rwandese, Congolese, South Sudanese, because we now have that East African kind of course I'm not excluding any other African, people, because now us as Africans, we have to look at ourselves as as one. It's a Pan-Africanism issue that really we should look into and say, you know what, we have to push each other. And that is, I know it is a weakness for Ugandans, both locally and internationally. When we talk about the diaspora, where we always downplay ourselves as Ugandans. We always don't wish the best for each other, even if you have differences in political affiliations and stuff like that. But the most important thing is, if we want our country to develop, we have to find that aspect of working together. I'm about to reach, I believe I'm about to get to the place where I'm going to pick this lady. When we get there, you'll jump in the other car and the lady will join me in this car. So basically, it's a day that I really, really, really want to advocate for more support and full 100% support for this album from anybody who's capable. Guys, send the songs to different people. Send the album. Talk about it positively. Don't talk about it negatively, because you've done enough damage the Ugandans have done enough damage on themselves. Now we need to give this as the first chapter of doing positivity for ourselves as Ugandans. Corporate companies, whoever can reach out, move the product. The product is good. Okay? I know if this album brings back something, it will be for the country. Even if it brings back money, it is money in the economy of Uganda. If it brings back awards, it will be Ugandans to be proud that we've got this award. If it brings whatever it can bring, it will be pride for the country. So it should not be pride at the end. I advocate for pride from the beginning. You get it? So yes, now we are going to turn the page and say that I'm about to meet this young lady for the first time. I thought I would appreciate her because she was singing really. She did sing these songs as soon as, I think the second day. The album was out on a Thursday. By Friday evening, this lady could sing the full song, and she started posting the songs on her page. I really want to request all my fans to continue doing, to push the album, to stream it, to get the lyrics, keep singing the songs. Let's keep this album on the face. For example, now we're on TikTok. Let's keep this album on your pages for you. To all Gagama fans, to all, whether you're Leon Island, whether you're Fangon, whether you're who, take the aspect of the good music on this album so that you can be able to support an artist or to support a project. Yes, Cynthia.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? It's okay.
So,
This is Cynthia. She's part of my what do they call it?
digital team.
Digital team.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I wanted us to switch up. So like when we're in the car,
Okay.
I don't know, because she's supposed to sit with you here.
Yes.
But then I wanted him to also be in this,
car.
capturing the moments.
Okay.
So I don't know what you're going to do about the TikTok live.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to squeeze with both of them in this car.
Both of them.
Yes.
Can't we restart the TikTok live when we reach out there?
Can we restart it?
Like we
are
end
able
it
to
now and
restart
we restart, like we start the live again when we reach out there.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. So
Yeah, so
guys,
you say bye to them as
if
you're
you're on,
coming
I'm going to pause the TikTok a bit and then restart it in the next 20 minutes when we reach the destination, because I want to have another person in the car.
But you're staying in the car, eh? You first stay in the car, eh?
I stay in.
Yeah, you just enter the gate.
Okay. So I'm going to have to end, and then